There you go. So what would you like for Christmas?
I'm never drinking again. Who ordered the shots? Whoever ordered the shots, you're not my friend anymore. Oh, I gotta poop.
Ooh, that's a very special present.
Well, still alive. What are we going to look at? Well, seeing how NIHAP sent maybe one of the best stouts I've had, I'm going to compare it with the same thing from Left Hand. And I'm going to open it up with a little tiny AR. The AR-5, I believe. Yeah. It does not say to pour hard. I don't know if that was... No, it doesn't look like it was an assumed thing. And to evidently Scotsman's back, so we better not upset him. It's dark, but I can almost see you. I can see those through it. I don't know if it really smells like a s'more or not. It's a little chocolatey. Cheers. Let's just put it this way. It's more drinkable than that peanut butter schwiz that I had from them. Probably the most disappointing thing I've had from Left Hand. Kind of waiting for the whole damn marshmallow and getting chocolate. Okay. Rich missing the club saying cheers clubbers, if I'm not too late. And first in was Christine saying hey. Then Zeus gave her that. Is that a gang sign? And then Mr. 27 said hi. You guys are always so nice. And Clyde says whiskey and revolution for all. Yeah, I'm not sure. As of right now, all I can tell you is I had a whole lot of blood drawn and waiting for the test results, and they've prescribed a few things, and of which I cannot afford to pick any of them up from Walgreens. But I think I had a conversation with a few of you. I had experimented, with gabapentin, and that was one of the things prescribed today. And any of my testing on it was at a lower dosage than prescribed for me. So I'm yeah, so that was one of the things, and like I said, they're double checking on the diabetes and a whole bunch of other things. So I guess I'll just have to wait and see. And of course, for like the 4th or 5th time in a row, my had a slightly elevated blood pressure. So guess what the other medication is that I didn't pick up today? I saw a great meme or a great video on that though. Said my doctor wants me to watch my high blood pressure, and he turns and he's just staring at his wife, and she's like, "What?" Zeus. So yeah, the whiskey and revolution. Yeah, Zeus says 2022 is gonna be a banger. Cheers, amigos. Mr. 27 says 5th, and then he says, intro marathon Brubomi, good job. Yeah. I have no idea what movie that was. Mr. 27 says, intro, yes. No, intro babe, yeah. Oh wow, really? Finally one you approve of? Oh, she is a blonde. Miss 27, beer for the Brew Bomy Brew Boob Studio. Very nice. Sophie Shellback says, oh yeah, bedtime naked. Better slow up. I might get through these too fast. I did get a package today. Either, no guesses. But hang on. Let's see. Just my name. You know, one of these times I'm simply going to open a package of something I ordered. Now, as part of full disclosure, I did actually have an item on order. It was a toilet roll dispenser, because Christine broke the one that we had. Thank you. Matches. 32 wooden matches per box times. I was really hoping it was going to be a snack. I'm kind of hungry right now. Disappointed in somebody. Yeah. Matches. Thank you. I do have a, you know, if this situation ever happens, because the lighter that I got from Steve from Frontline never really worked right. I do have my old standby down here in the waterproof enclosure. Exotac. Zippy. Praying for Harold. Yeah, today is the day. I have not heard from him. Let me, well, it's being brought to my attention. Let me double check our faster form of communication. Nope, nothing. Wow. Yeah. Who is this? Brad or Brad? Brad. Oh, and Mark, nice. Deadly but delicious penis flytrap. Okay, you can guess at what that one was. Oh yeah, I like what she's having. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah. Let's go, Brandon. 3/4 of a mile. Yep, I can't show you that one. Can't show you that one. I can't show you that one. I can't show. Ooh. I think I have her somewhere. I can show you though. But, she's. Yeah, that's another one of those effective masks. I mean, it does the same as any other one. Okay. Smile money. Top 10. Mike says cheers. Cheers, Mike. Mike says haven't had an oatmeal stout. It like a regular stout, but oatmeal-y. Now this time, being that it's coated the whole inside of the glass and I'm getting a little bit more wafting, I'll say I'm seriously detecting the oat or the graham cracker. And now, of course, because I've smelled it and my brain has taken over, I can now taste that. This was part of a sampler pack, 3 of each of the beers. I had that one from NIHAP, the one with the bacon, actually sounded very interesting, but I decided to go with this one because of close proximity to that other one. Then Scourge, now in way behind, just gonna have to skip. I fully understand. Mike, need to do an AR-15 and 7.62 by 39. I won't argue with you at all. I have been actually wanting to do one of those for myself for a while. And that. And so, yeah. No, thank you, Mike. That is a good idea. Scotsman says whiskey. Then he says, a minute 36. Yep, waste of time. Oh, well. Okay, between you and Clyde, I guess I'm willing to go like a little bit for both. And, for all we know, it could be. I don't want to sound all doom and gloomy. And for once in my life, I hate to actually make a prediction and have it happen. But this could be the last opportunity I get to do this. Meteorite, alien invasion, tripping on the stairs, Wade having some kind of a major incident while putting my socks on. This shit becomes a reality after a certain age in our lives. I never thought I would ever get to the day when someone said, "How the hell did you hurt your back so badly?" I think of back when I was younger, and it was like, well, we spent the day on the dirt track or out in the woods with the dirt bikes, and got some really good airtime, and had a couple of hard landings, but overall, and then when I got home, I carried a gun safe into the house by myself. And then later that night, I got hit by a train and kind of bounced off and giggled about it. And now it's I shit you not. I wish this wasn't actually a real thing, but I've had a scenario where I've turned sideways and coughed and wondered if I was ever going to recover. Or sneezed, actually. You kind of sneeze and clench just nothing. See, these were events, which is why I had the conversation with Miles. When you sneeze, first of all, I don't sneeze with my head in any direction but straight forward. This one, where I was turned sideways, and I ended up with some kind of a zinger, like it felt like someone tore the whole muscle group out of the side of my neck and then put it back. Not to mention, he always holds his breath like it's some kind of a competition. Listen, that pressure has to go somewhere. I realize in the case of Matt, this is all good. There's plenty of pressure relief spots, but with Miles, Miles, I hate to sound like an asshole, but if it's like of all the things that could possibly take you out, having a stroke because you held back on a sneeze. See, these are all things that are fully in your control. Being hit by a meteor, kind of, out of your hands, especially depending on what the size is. For me, I see being taken out by one the size of a dime, versus, the earth-ending one. That no matter how fast you run, I would say only a certain 1% of people are going to be able to get outside of that blast. Speaking of blasts, so busy putting off this whole whiskey thing so long, I almost forgot what I was gonna have. I tell you again, life is short, so enjoy the strong suit stuff. All of the Octomores are really looking good. On the other hand, I have not had a lot of runs for the Paul John. Unfortunately, unless I scribble out the title, the Buffalo Trace Gun Glutton is taken out of most of the requests. Just saying that. Not that it was bad. It's just. I am telling you though, it's these days are it's the daily or each review thing is coming to an end. I just don't want anyone to be ass hurt. I'm going with initially. As of right now, I'm still alive, so I'll have a little, but I can tell you one thing. I may not be a psychic, but other than just a little bump every now and then to ease stress and that kind of thing, for the most part, none of this stuff is really doing any good. I mean, if you want to get on board and try to convince me that the lifestyle of, I mean, I know people that are, Mike right now is probably tossing one back and probably can't smoke while he's doing it with fear that it will blow up the house. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is, the Paul John is, any of this stuff is all very enjoyable. But when you have to counter it with feeling miserable, I guess I'm sorry. I can't take. I'm never going to be able to go pro on being an alcoholic because if it wasn't for again, I've got plenty of things I can turn on the camera and just stand here and we can do comments and girls and review water, and I can make fun of that for years. I don't have to have any by proof examples to have a good time. And if by any chance this is causing any of the misery that I've been going through, I can easily adios this right now. I made the comment years ago that if somebody threw up, because you always see these stupid ass bets on Facebook. Would you, if you were willing to give up the internet for 1 year, and they gave you this cabin in the woods on a lake, could you? Come on, don't be silly. See, I've thrown the comment out there if someone said, and I'm gonna change it a little because I have less desire to have a BMG 50 unless it's a semi-automatic Barrett. Something that just eats up the recoil and you can still have fun and shoot shit out to thousands of miles, well, thousands of yards. Exaggeration. Yeah, I guess if you're gonna aim high, but if I was to truly make it a goal where someone, like I had conversations with Ed and stuff in the past, and if someone won the lottery and they simply thought they were gonna do me and my liver any good, and they said, Eric, I will get you the chassis, the action, the barrel, and the scope that you desire in your .338 Lapua precision rifle, and all you have to do is stop drinking. I'll give you my address, and you can ship it on over. And this will all be for guests, because that's I piss Greg off a lot because he's like, you absolutely do not have an addictive personality. And I'm like, no, I guess I really never have. So, cheers to not drinking. Speaking of 50 cal, you know, the thing is still, if you were gonna like take advantage of somebody making a bet like that, semi-automatic Barrett BMG 50 with a Night Force scope on it, that would probably be the better take in that, because that is a damn expensive rifle. I mean, you're looking at, I think right now somewhere, I think they're probably in the $10,000 neighborhood. So you put a scope on something like that, and now you're at $14,000. Heck yeah! Anybody want to throw that out there? I'll send you the Octomore. But just in case aliens rush down the stairs, I decided to pull out the Desert Eagle, and again, I really don't know what you see. It looks mostly in the bluish green when I'm down here. You go outside and it kind of takes on a little bit more of the grays, that chameleon clear coat that Jay had put on this. I'm tell you what, Jay, because I know eventually you'll hear me say this. The quality of the work with everything on this, your decision on sights, again, the blacked out rear blade and bringing something in a little less gigantic across. I like that. The fiber optic front with that blade, these custom grips, gorgeous, feel great. G10 feel great in the hand. Kind of have a blue, kind of a little bit of a blue and like a reddish or clay like hue into them. Trigger job, and again, I tell you what. If you actually want exactly what you envision in your brain, you need to have a thorough conversation with someone like Jay, because when I kind of really left everything up to him. I had no idea until I opened the box what I was getting. He just simply asked what I thought about the sights, and I'm like, don't really care much for the stock sights on the Eagle. And he's like, what about the trigger? And I'm like, I don't want to make a semi-automatic, because you see a lot of people with the big bore guns, they fire it once and then the recoil makes you fire it again. But I really would like it cleaned up, and it's like right up on that wall. A little bit of creep, and then but the improvement in the and just cleaning it up, it's yeah, I honestly don't know what I would say, what was going on in my brain when I first opened the box and looked at it for the first time, and I was like, but if I could just magically change time and it went away and it came back as something different, I would not want that, because it has just the fact that Jay dubbed this print to be Liberal Tears is just priceless. And it's definitely a fun gun to shoot. These days, not a cheap gun to shoot. But Jay, still to this day, thank you so much, and I absolutely just it's ballsy. It is ballsy to send a very expensive firearm off and just say, you know what, you just surprised me. Surprise! This is about the time where I really wish that you could wardrobe malfunction. Wardrobe malfunction. Of course, yesterday I had the Smith & Wesson core. You know, if I can just look at it, and you know, I know as the 10mm slut that I'm probably known as on by some of you, and I am. The 10mm, as far as I'm concerned, is an all-around perfect round. You can do everything from plink to self-defense to knock a bear down with it. And if someone came to me and said, I will trade you the 10mm in exchange for your 9mm, I would never do it. I would never do it. I absolutely love that gun. I could not possibly thank Jerry more for the little trade that we made, because I mean, Jerry, I honestly feel bad about it. I really liked that G19. I did enough smile money into it to make it my own, but in comparison to the Performance Center core, I just like looking at that gun, let alone shooting it. And everybody that has shot it has wanted it. But it's on duty in an undisclosed smile money location, and the personal defense gun, because believe it or not, this is the first time in a long time. This will go out afterwards, so things could possibly change. But I normally, when I'm in my jammies, I always have the Hellcat as my jammy gun. I completely forget that I even have it on me, even if I'm laying on it on the couch. So, not to mention, being that I've had it out and had browns put through it, I'm even more impressed with it. As a matter of fact, of the two Hellcats, it was Christine's that had an issue, and we were not able to repeat the problem after I broke it down out at the shack and cleaned it and reassembled it. So I don't know if maybe I just had a chunk of brass got pulled off and got, I don't know, whatever the reason was, is it was having some issues halfway through using it, and then after it got cleaned, I tried to get it to fail and could not repeat. And I didn't have a single issue with mine. Oh yeah. And like I said, believe it or not, given the opportunity right now, I'd rather pick up the double stack threaded barrel version of this, the exact, because they finally came out with this guy in a double stack and a threaded barrel. I would take this over the present Smith & Wesson 10mm M&P. I would really like to, it'd be nice to know somebody at Smith & Wesson and say, do you ever plan on doing a Performance Center M&P 10mm? Now, having said that, I'm okay with owning both of them. J-Dog, we need to visit the range, because Justin's fundraiser gun needs to go to the proving grounds. I'm not well. I'd probably like to throw in the ambi safety selector that I ordered before going out, because that's one thing that could possibly affect performance or reliability. I mean, it's a very, very, very thin possibility, but you know, I'm just throwing it out there. Oh, look, someone else that got hacked. Here is a life hack for you. If in Messenger you ever get, is it you in this video? Just go in and delete that entire thread immediately, because that person, they didn't get hacked, that the perpetrator had your username and password, but you visited a site and you gave authorization for shit to be used. So delete. Smart money. Damn. Can you even go to a doctor without needing a handful of tests? Doctors seem to have to get tests and consult with other doctors and read the test results. Wish you the best, my friend. Smile money? Probably not, but it's been, well, I was informed I'm way overdue on everything. One of the tests that they wanted to do was the prostate, and that's actually that is another blood test. You know, they're already drawing frickin' blood, but we're gonna charge you like an extra $200 to look at the blood for that, and I'm like, pass on that. But it's the colonoscopy that I'm right now. I believe I'm 7 years. Originally, they said everybody should have it done by the time you're age this, and then they moved the goalpost back to try to find it earlier, and of course make money. So I have all sorts of things that still need to be done. I was just in there with my primary problem, and before shit starts falling off, kind of shit. But yeah, there's all sorts of things. There's like you're like 3 years behind on your last physical, and unfortunately I had to see someone other than Kelly, because Kelly's booked until the end of the month, and actually closer to the end of February, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening, and I am not willing to wait. Crazy Scotsman. 2 minutes 15 seconds, respectable for a dark beer. Still waste of time. The damn light, though. Hey, these guys really want to know about that. Scotsman, AR-10 looks good. Yes, Scotsman. Hey, Scotsman, I will use that as an opportunity, because anytime I've noticed in the past, if we are not talking about this, stuff is not happening. I believe Tim, Big Dog Leather, is going to make a custom sling for this, which means I'm going to find out if this is going to be the final stock on here, or if one of you guys is going to upgrade. The Luth AR Gen 3, the one that works on a buffer tube, would be a nice looking thing for this. And so Tim, Big Dog Leather, wants to do a custom sling for Justin's final mission. I haven't really talked to him about it since then, but he's the one that threw it out there, and I would absolutely love to have Big Dog Leather as a sponsor every time we do something that can have leather attached to it. But Scotsman, yes, this is turning into a badass AR-10. I'm not sure if this is the prototype. It may be. 30 cal, 3/4 inch, breacher, spiky, Huber Concepts brake. And I know how some of you feel about the Huber brake. You want to use the words fugly or ugly. Fine, I'll give you that eye, because it's a round barrel with a round handguard and blah blah blah. But when you put this on some things, case in point, my AR pistol, I will never not have a Huber brake, square brake of some kind on there, because nothing, like giving him credit every single time I say this, Travis, DJ Alkaline One, and whatever, pansy ass RC life. Speaking of that, Travis had COVID. I gotta see if he's still alive. his exact quote was, he believes John Huber made a deal with the devil because he has never seen a brake that mitigates barrel rise without top ports, let alone what this one does. When you see the M16, the guy's like, I would never ever think about firing an M16 single-handed because it's rising throughout the shooting it. And he does it one-handed. Just, I mean, hell, somewhere, every time John wants to see it, I show him the video of Caitlin firing Alicia before the Huber brake was on there, and she's kind of getting knocked all over the place on a carving an AR-9. And then the next one is her firing Alice. And if there was no noise, you might not even know that the gun's even firing. And so, beautiful handguard. Hornet Fixer, Jim sent me that. Braking radio silence, love it. I wish Jim would do more in the communications department. My brother, I miss you and I love you, and I'm not afraid to say that. And life is short, because this could actually be the last time that you see me. You don't know. Yeah, really, you don't know. So why do so many people act like dicks in this world when you don't know how much time you have? I'm not afraid to tell my friends and my family that I love them and appreciate them, because you might not get tomorrow. Rich with the beautiful Troy Industries tritium post on the front, and peep sight in the back. Zeus with this badass Falker. You Falker. I love this charging handle. Absolutely love this charging handle. Nice big paddles. If there ends up being a scope on this thing, they're going to be able to easily get there. Put the new trigger in it. Rise armament, the 140. Oh, it's just got some penis twitch. Got the I have a set of ambi safety selector on order. Rich ordered the Hogue grip, so this will be coming off there. We should be able to get this this gap sealed up. And of course, the Faxon match grade fluted barrel and their bolt carrier. I believe Justin would approve. And we're not done. If you got extra things you want, I'd like to put the would like to put a Odinworks extended mag release on it. Thanks to Matt and his son, we may be doing an inexpensive scope just so that it can be scoped. Scotsman, whoever taped that box needs some lessons. Not enough tape on it at all. I think we're doing okay. Scotsman, I think between you and me and many others in our community, the post office has made a killing over the years. Oh yeah. Yesterday was a necessity. I gotta double check the stuff. Like I said, if anybody wants tracking, I believe everybody was supposed to have their shit by Friday. Maybe Saturday was the latest one of the four of you. Yeah, this is not a pour hard. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, just touch the tip. Now we know. I also brought the 24 inch out. I don't know, we got this thing dialed in so nicely right now. I just don't wanna. I looked at that scope mount in comparison to this one. I would be able to move the night vision 1 inch. So for 1 inch, I get a less beefy scope mount. This is a Rock River Arms scope mount. I'd get a less beefy mount. I'd gain 1 inch. If I'm going to do up a 5.56 for the night vision, I might just do up a special setup on one of them just for that or something. I don't know. I got to look at options. Right now, it's working nicely for my eye relief on the JP Killer. I mean, I realize at the time of actual competition against the JP, it won't be on there, but it is as easy as flipping a lever and locking it off. So I might look at a 5.56. Again, I guess if I had to, I could make a compromise and maybe put the scope half on something that I said I would never do. But you know, if we're talking about what the intended purpose of a 5.56 with night vision capabilities, I'm willing to concede that it's not going to be a 1,000 yard 5.56 for something like that. If that's the case, I'll just leave it where it is, sitting on the JP Killer. Still might look for an opportunity. If I had the chance and it wasn't, for that whole pesky thing called work, I might actually grab it and go up to the shack and, on a weekday and stay overnight. And I might have to, I don't want to upset the neighbors shooting in the dark, so I might have to, Jeremy, you know what I'm talking about. I can make it quieter. Poco sub comment: the post office is a perfect example of effed without intercourse. Scotsman says 100%. Oh, I made this comment, and Scotsman, obviously you heard me say it. If somebody put down on a piece of paper what I have paid in postage since I have been here on YouTube related shipping expenses, I would probably go Mike, hello to the fine Christine. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could get David here a little bit more often. Christine, she doesn't hide around the corner when we do a Patreon video, and I do have one of those anytime. Actually, she does not have the excuse that she normally has. We'll do it on the weekend. Hey babe, every day's the weekend for you right now. Tacos and tequila. It's my money. Great review, lots of laughs. Sure, they were mostly at Matt's expense, but he can drink and forget. Yeah. more likely while he's reading or hearing us say that. Trying my best, Tertisius. No F-bombs today so far, 100%. Doing good. Rich Huff, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Richie Poo. Rich, I'm glad the trigger is nice. Pleases the trigger snob in me. Yeah, no, it's... Now, if you're wondering, as far as snobbery goes, though, you know, if you're ever going to invest yourself, I just want to say that the Patriot trigger is listed at a 3.5 pound pull. And I was nowhere near that. It was a 2 pound. It's a 2 pound trigger for me. And that's the exact, I'm pretty sure, Rich, if you grabbed the woman's build and put a trigger scale on it, you would go, mm-hmm. So I'm just saying that the Patriot still feels better than the 140. If someone's out there going, and again, I can say that because I am a professional trigger snob. Again, I would have, and I have told you that the best trigger you could possibly get your hands on is the Hyperfire in their 3-gun. Now, I had an incident. I was able to resolve it myself, mainly because they never, and I have checked my spam and everything, they never dig back to me. Yes, Jeremy, I can. Waiting for some vidges, Jeremy. Oh, can you imagine pulling that off fast and having them snag on her nipple piercings? If she had them, I mean, that shirt is kind of deceiving. It almost looks like it's transparent, you know, these are not the droids that you are looking for. Poco Loco, I'm not quite sure what I just watched, but it was funny. Makes 2 of us. Poco, I don't think anyone really knows this yet, but somebody at Rise Armament told me they have a 2-stage trigger coming out. I actually heard that too. With the speed of the Patriot trigger. Yep, I'm saving my allowance, laugh out loud. You know, this whole single stage, 2-stage shenanigans, I'm not really sure where I fall on that. You know, Poco, you know what would be interesting is when that trigger becomes available, I too will probably save my allowance and pick one up and put one in one of the rifles that is more, maybe even in this guy, maybe even swap it into the 24-inch. And then that means the Hyperfire would be going somewhere else. But it'd be nice to put it in something distance capable, or at least on par with the parts that are in the one that has the Patriot in it, and just do a little side by side shooting and see which one that I would actually prefer, because I generally lean towards single stage. The Mosin the Gaunt is a 3/4 pound single stage, and pretty much everything except for Alice. Alice has that 2-stage Geisley in it. And the national match was a 2-stage, but that was more like an enhanced mil-spec plus 2 for Tuesday. Poco says rum. Then Poco drops a link.
One time my cousin, he tore open his ball sack trying to do a skateboard trick, and he had to show it to his mom.
Is it a scrotal sack?
You know, that dangly piece of flesh what hangs down behind the penis.
Scrotal sack. The nut sack.
So he tore his ball sack open trying to do a skateboard trick, and he's got to show it to his mom because apparently one of his testicles is showing.
Is it the right one or the left one?
Why is that of importance?
Oh, because the left one has more sperm in it. Spermatozoa is what it's called. Tell you what, if I ripped open my ball sack trying to do a skateboard trick, I'd be more worried about seeing my vas deferens.
Well, you'd have to tear your ball sack pretty near wide open doing a skateboard trick if you wanted to see your own vas deferens.
I'm not sure I want to see my own vas deferens. If I saw my own vas deferens, I'd be quite worried.
I'd be most worried if I tore my ball sack open trying to do a skateboard trick if I could see my accessory glands.
Well, you don't want to go too kooky with accessories on your truck or your Jeep. It's okay with like a quad though, like my buddy Big T's got a snorkel kit on his and that's pretty punk rock.
What's an accessory gland?
Well, if your vas deferens is your sperm ducts, the accessory glands is what supplies lubricant to the sperm duct.
I think if I ripped open my ball sack trying to do a skateboard trick, I'd be most worried about seeing my seminal vesicles.
Or like the Florida State seminal vesicles?
Like the sac that hangs behind your vas deferens, it contains fructose, which is energy for the sperm.
Yeah, it's like when you go in the city there and they got them charge stations, the people what drive the electric cars. That's pretty much your seminal vesicles.
I thought it was pretty funny when I said Florida State seminal vesicles and nobody laughed.
See, John Solar, Letterkenny happens to be one of the effing, see I caught myself, Tardisius, funniest shows out there. No power? No power? As a matter of fact, there is a new season released of Letterkenny, which I believe, Poco, thank you, I will be watching that on Hulu tonight when I'm done doing this and hanging with you guys. Hello, how you doing? How you doing, huh? Oh, nice challenger. Challenge her. Stephen, whatever rifle you put the night vision scope on, run a great flash hider, or you'll have a major blooming and be blind. See, these are all things to get out there and shoot it and experience. Mr. Mark Mac 85, rookie's first bomb drop, H8, splash or hit, laugh out loud, H8. Congratulations, by the way, you're the first to actually even drop on the new board. Caitlin's stackings, by the way, H8 is a miss. I mean, at least your feet are wet. Sharky subcomment, welcome to the fishing expedition. Hope the rookie drop is a hit. Mr. Mark back to him. Thanks, Sharky. The hunt is on. Yes, it is. Mr. Mark Mac, Eric, good luck with everything this week. Thank you, sir. Miss McLean, Twisted Testicles, new band name. Oh, hell yeah. McLean, I like Jeremy. He handles Matt well. Tardisius, run, Eric, run. Wade, speaking for myself, I had never cared about the beer or liquor you're reviewing. I sub to you because I enjoy the sheer effery that happens every time you turn the camera on. That's because I'm effectively 3 years old now. Wade, I applaud you for cutting back on the alcohol intake. Your liver will live longer. I do enjoy a generous shot of honey or cinnamon-flavored Jack Daniels. It helps the gabapentin kick in faster. Well, I may or may not still had some in the old stash, so I'm going to up the ante to exactly what I was prescribed to do by a doctor today. But yeah, Wade, honestly, I don't know if it's the body saying listen, but yeah, I've now that, like I said, this weekend was out. I did partake because Jeremy forced me to. But now, having said that, this is number 2. This will be it, and that's already one more than I probably should have. And of course, I got to finish this yet. But yeah, there's none beyond what you guys actually see, believe it or not. Blue healer, 2 thumbs up, pirate flag, must be an American flag, and then some shots. Yeah. Yeah. Sharky, cheers all. Sharky, congrats, Cobra. And then he says A5. A5 is a miss. Sharky, Eric, the Unican. I laughed. Sharky, SH, Outro Babe, worth it? Yeah, she made a second appearance and stuck this time. Jay from Elite Ammunition. I met Jaeger. Bavoting ass, not well informed as he thinks and not the operator. I would not wish a thing like ALS on him, though. I agree. I was never subbed to him, and I do have a video up on the Mr. 10mm bullet of the whole start killing people, start loading mags, start working out, and start killing all those fair weather. Jay, also, NAC, it's what wine tasters take to keep from damaging their health or liver. It's also great for something else currently going on. Last in, Din Scourge. Hopefully you get hopefully you ask Doc for an itemized invoice. No, but I'll get one. You know, like one swab, $800, that kind of thing. Okay, going to the club. Still managed. See, I don't need alcohol to make this shit last for hours. And where would I put this? Well, I might have given it a higher rating before Nihap went and wrecked it with the toppling Goliath. Old number 7 was fan-effing-tastic. This, it's drinkable. Oh, did I mention it's also 6%? It's, again, it's drinkable. Notes of chocolate layered with toasted marshmallow flavored graham cracker inspired malt. And maybe that's some of the reason that I started noticing the graham cracker part of it, because they do recommend that you enjoy it in a particular glass and between 50 and 55 degrees. Let's see, Rocky Mountain water, malted barley, blah blah blah. Okay, it's back in the characteristic of things that I expect from Left Hand, being decent, I would say that this is a 7. There's one more. Well, I'll save it in case Matt or Miles wanna give it a go. So yeah, Wade. The bottom line, being the proof in the pudding for what I've been doing lately, is opening that refrigerator. Because I'm not grabbing a few beers and going upstairs and watching some TV until bedtime. I'm simply doing the review and then hang on, who could it be? Who could it be now knocking at my door? Jeremy saying thank you, me saying you're welcome. Hey, would you like to have my love child? Okay, let's see. Only one person in the club, Zeus. Where do you rate the beverage container and artwork on the E scale? Where do I rate the beverage container and the artwork on the E scale? For the Hoppin' Frog? The artwork was cool. The other thing was a can. And evidently he wasn't in the... Well, 38 minutes ago, he should have been in the club. Okay, I'm going to give this one more refresh, and then everybody that didn't make it simply didn't make it. Because I'm going to go upstairs, and I'm going to cook me some dinner, and educate myself on editing this video. Cheers, guys. May or may not see you tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe take a break. Maybe not. Who knows?